そば食べに行きます。わかんのかどうやこれ。
Girls. Japanese girls are a mystery and often misunderstood by foreigners. Today we'll demystify that and look at 5 different types of women you encounter in Tokyo. Tea ceremony, wabi-sabi, and geisha. Japan is known for its politeness, so all girls in Japan are quiet and sweet, right? No, not necessarily.
いやこれわかんのかどうやこれ。
Japan is also known for a group of girls who are anti-establishment too. Strangely enough, they are called Yankee Girls. Nope, Yankee here doesn't mean they are from New York or Boston. In Japanglish, the word Yankee or Yankee means a juvenile delinquent. Basically, you can think of them as a group of category that covers various bad boy and bad girl types like this. Aren't they just insanely cool? This is the famous Sanja festival in Asakusa. Traditional Japanese festivals like this one in Asakusa are full of Yankee and Yakuza men and women. And of course, others joined the all-girl motorcycle gang, which became a big trend in the 1980s but still exists to this day. That being said, many Yankee girls are not so hardcore. They are simply everyday women with a rebellious flair. Under the strict rules and competitive school environment in Japan, many simply struggle to fit in. One of the ways to cope with the challenge is to be part of one of the Yankee groups. Every school has its share of Yankee boys and girls, and it's worth noting that it relates also to the socio-economic class divide in Japan. Any poor population in Japan feels stuck and helpless like anywhere else in the world. Pursuing a Yankee lifestyle is a way to protest against this social immobility, just like punk and graffiti movement in the West. Many Yankees hang out close to their school and home, mostly suburbs with social housing. Bleached hair with thin eyebrows and casual outfit like hoodies are their signature look. These girls are cliquish and act in groups and very cautious of anyone outside of the group, so perhaps not a good idea to strike a random conversation with them. You probably heard of otaku, but have you heard of otaku joshi? It's a female otaku and they are quite different from the male counterpart. Since otaku simply means a person who geeks out on a nerdy topic, there are many different types of otaku joshi. The typical one is anime otaku or aniota. Unlike the male otaku, there's less stigma surrounding female aniota and you can find them in all walks of life. Many times it is hard to spot them even, but there's always someone hardcore. This is Fujoshi anime, which literally means rotten girls. They are aniota girls who are especially into boys love animes. For those of you not familiar with boys love anime, it is a romantic and many times sexual anime that depicts relationship between two men, even though it's mostly consumed by women. Why are they called rotten girls anyways? It's so awful. Oddly enough, the rotten girls themselves came up with this term as a defense mechanism to protect themselves against the public. They started calling themselves with this self-deprecating name first to make name-calling by outsiders painless. Aside from aniota, there are of course otaku girls who are into other hobbies such as video games, games, and even fishing, so virtually anything under the sun. People typically think of Akihabara as the top otaku destination, but Ikebukuro is getting there and it's rising quickly as the mecca for otaku girls. As for their look, hardcore otaku girls like to wear glasses, black in color, long skirts, and anything with laces and ribbons are also pretty typical, but sometimes it's really hard to tell from just the look. Many of them are shy and introverted and take some time to open up, which is very different from the gal girls coming up next. Gal Girls an iconic girl type in Japan, and you see why right away from their look. With their distinct high contrast makeup, bronzed skin, and bleached hair, it's hard to miss the so-called Gal Girls on the street, especially because they tend to travel in groups. Its unique style was initially inspired by the Japanese singer Amuro Namie, who is from the southernmost island of Okinawa. Okinawa was under US occupation for almost 27 years after the war, and to this day 15% of the Okinawa main island is US military base, making it the largest US military presence in East Asia. That's why Amuro's aesthetics is a mixture of hip-hop and Japanese girl aesthetics, and all the girls at that time went crazy for it. You may have noticed that she has a tan skin tone and wears a bold makeup, which was not so common at all in Japan up until then. So this mashup between glitzy and golden hip-hop style and colorful and cutesy Japanese girl style over time evolved into something more extreme. In the 1990s, schoolgirls started wearing socks that are so long, big, and loose it needed glue to hold it onto the leg. By mid-1990s, they started to dye their hair brown, get a tan, wear a pair of long boots with thick soles. This was the golden era of the gal culture. I kinda like this look. During this time, you can literally find gal girls everywhere around Tokyo. Late 1990s and early 2000 took this trend to the extreme. They also dyed their hair platinum silver or blonde. A small group of gals called Bamba really tested the limit of this look with super dark foundation and drag queen-like makeup. In a way, they were ahead of the game because that was even before RuPaul's Drag Race.
You are out your damn mind.
Gyaruzu exist to this day in small numbers, mainly in Shibuya area, not too far from the famous crossing. The sad part is some of the gal girls ran away from their home and have to resort to support relationship or enjo kosai to support themselves. Contrary to the look that can be scary to some people, many gals are actually quite nice. They tend to be fun-loving and open, so they should be quite friendly, and you can always meet them in gyaru bar where they work as servers. Soon, the edgy gyaru trend was surpassed by Seijunha girls, which means pure and innocent. You've probably seen this insanely huge girl band with 48 members in total. Yes, it's AKB48, and it is a truly unique girl band with a new concept of everyday idols you can meet in person. The group has a permanent theater in Akihabara, Tokyo, and at least 10 or 15 of them rotate to perform in the theater every day, so people can easily go and support their favorite members. In fact, this band sold the most records as a female artist in Japanese history. It's hard to believe though, because their singing and dancing is like... But not looking professional is actually part of their charm, as it is the perfect example of Seijunha, or pure and innocent style girl that I'm talking about here. Its members are mostly amateurs recruited from auditions all over Japan, and they're known for its natural makeup, unbleached hair, signature bangs, and kawaii outfit. Let's look at one of the members, Nanase Yoshikawa. She cannot necessarily dance or sing well, but people go crazy for the cute demeanor and ditzy comments. Same goes for Seijunha girls on the street. Remember, pure and innocent. Shizuoka town in Tokyo is the sanctuary for Seijunha innocent girl, where you see them all around, but most Japanese women are influenced by this style one way or the other. And as for their look, they like to wear clothes that are not too tight-fitting, with light colors like white or beige, and pair it with warm brown, and they are the shyest of the bunch and super polite. Of the 4 types of girls so far, which type appeals to you the most? Let me know in the comment below. And if you could please like and subscribe, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The next type of girl is quite different. Elegant all the way, and even the way they bow is so different. Ojo-sama is a type of Japanese girls that's truly different. Like in any other countries, the wealth gap exists in Japan, and it is worsening every year. Those lucky women who are born into a wealthy family are called ojo or little lady, and they are known for being sheltered and protected from its surroundings. After World War II, Japan technically did away with aristocracy, but it was replaced by wealthy businessmen, politicians, doctors, and whatnot. Female offsprings from these families go to exclusive schools called ojo-sama schools, most of which are all-girls schools, and they are quite unique in their own right. One of them even has a unique class like 6-year-long violin intensive and even table manners class on how to eat properly and elegantly like a lady.
座り方がなんとかならないかしら。
A good example is Gakushuin School, where imperial family members attend. People enter from the elementary school all the way through till they finish college, staying inside their own little bubbles. Ojo-sama tends to stay on as a housewife after marriage and lives in wealthy neighborhoods like Mejiro, Azabu, and Shirogane. You can easily spot them walking down the street because they have expensive bags, elegant branded outfit, mostly in light colors like white and with pearl accessories for some reason. Do not be fooled by their niceties because many of them are used to being spoiled and have high expectations of everything. And of course, we got the OL or office lady, everyday working lady who works hard to support the Japanese economy. Like in any other countries, people in Japan are quite diverse, and this is just simplification to understand the fantastic people you'll find here. So, hope that was fun, and I know you're gonna love this video why I went in depth to uncover the dark side of dating in Japan, or this one. I'm also developing a wholesome and filling miso soup based on Zen Monk's recipe, and the link will be in the description. Thank you, sayonara!